Today I am doing a Marilyn Monroe Halloween tutorial, and this is a sort of peel back skeleton face dead Marilyn Monroe, a little something spooky for Halloween. So let's get started. So first I am going to use some clear liquid latex, and I'm just going to draw a line across my face. You can draw this any way that you want or anywhere that you want, but I'm just going to do a couple of coats of it so it's nice and thick, and then wait for it to dry. And then once it is dry, I'm going to apply my foundation on the Marilyn side of my face and then up onto that latex so that the latex actually becomes flesh colored for when I start to peel it back. And just make sure that you do a nice full coat of foundation. Then I'm just going to sort of hook my fingernail underneath that latex and start to peel it back. Don't peel it all the way to the edge of where you put it, but just peel it so that it actually just looks like your skin peeling. And do it gently, you don't want to hurt yourself. Then I'm going to take a white pencil and I'm just going to sort of draw an outline of where the dark spots on my face are going to go, so then when I start to paint, it's actually a little bit easier and there's guidelines for me to follow. So then I'm going to take my white paint, and this is actually just a Ben Nye powder that is a liquid to powder paint, and I'm going to paint my entire face around those white guidelines and inside the latex. And then after you've painted your face, you want to make sure that you let it dry completely and then paint a full second coat on top of that. You can do as many coats as you want to make it look solid. It's totally up to you. And then once that's done, I'm going to go back to the Marilyn side and I'm going to apply my concealer around my eyes to brighten everything up. And then I'm just going to smooth with my fingers and then sort of use my beauty blender to make sure it is all nice and blended. And then I'm going to set with my translucent powder, and then I'm going to set the rest of my face with that same powder. Then I'm going to go in with my bronzer, and this is how I'm going to get sort of Marilyn shaped face. I'm going to go underneath the cheekbones, a little bit onto the forehead, and then I'm going to do a little bit down by my mouth, my jawline, and then a little bit on the top of my nose. And I'm using a smaller brush for this because this is what's going to give you that sort of Marilyn Monroe-esque button nose. Then I'm going to take some white powder, and I'm actually using a white eyeshadow. And I'm going to go on the highlight parts of my face, the higher parts of my face, and especially underneath the eyes. You want to make your eye area really bright. Then I'm going to add some blush on my cheekbones. Then I'm going to take that same white powder and go underneath my brow bone, and then on the inner corner of my eyes, and all the way on the full top of my eyelid. Then I'm using this brown full exposure shadow, and I'm going to use this to give me that sort of Marilyn sleepy eye. So you're going to bring it right underneath your brow on the inner corner, and then I'm going to blend it really well and blend it out. Then I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm actually making the top part of my eyebrow much pointier than I usually do, and I'm not extending it as far to give it more of a Marilyn shape and less of a cherry doll face shape. So once those are done, I am going to line my eyes, and instead of bringing my liner up like I usually do, I'm actually bringing it down, and that's going to give you that sort of sexy, sleepy Marilyn eye. And then I'm going to line my waterline with some white eyeshadow, and then put some mascara on both lashes. And then I'm going to put on my fake lashes, and make sure that your fake lashes really wing at the outer corner, because that's what's going to keep that sort of Marilyn eye. So with that same exposure palette, I am using the brown color, and I'm just sort of doing a circle around my eye, excluding the very center of my lower lid. And then in that center part, I'm going to do just sort of a beigey color, and this is going to give my eye a little bit of pop outside of that black, so it's not just filling in your eye completely black. Make sure you blend really well, and then I'm using a black paint to paint all the way around all of that black. And then I'm also going to take that black and paint at my hairline. And make sure that it is nice and solid black, and you paint all the way into your hairline, especially if you're wearing a wig. So when that is done, I'm going to take a black shadow to set this, and also to make the edges a little bit blurry so they're not quite so straight, and also using this to blend the black into that brown color so that it looks like a fade versus black and brown separately. Then I'm going to line my eye, and you don't want to wing your liner, you just want to do it to the end of the line. And then black on the bottom lash line. Then I'm going to use a little bit of that brown shadow to sort of chisel out this skeleton-y face, make your brow bone prominent. And then I'm going to use a shadow brush to just sort of blend that so that it looks like three-dimensional instead of just lines on your face. Shade up with that black paint up at my hairline and just make sure that you blend that really well. And then I'm going to take that same black and draw a line. These are going to be my teeth. I'm going to draw that, and then I'm going to take a eyeliner brush and I'm just going to sort of mark where the teeth are going to go. And then from there I'm just actually going to chisel out the shape of the teeth. And I'm just doing sort of upside down triangles that meet in the middle to fake that teeth shape. So then I'm going to draw in the cheekbones and the jaw and then sort of blend with a black shadow again so it doesn't look like just lines on the face and it has a little bit more of that dimensional look. And now is the only time I will condone overlining your lips, and this is just to get that Marilyn shape. So I'm going to line them with my normal red liner, and then I'm going to fill them in with my lipstick to get that nice sharp lip line. And don't forget your mole! It's not Marilyn without the mole, don't forget that part. And that's it. I am done. Hopefully you guys like this tutorial. Hopefully you've been digging my Halloween tutorials. The wig just sort of completes it, but you can do whatever the heck you want. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.